Hello guys, welcome to Romjo Hacks YouTube channel, and we are still continuing the Linux basics for ethical hacking. And today we are going to see, or we're going to look at how you can perform process management within your Linux operating system. And for you to be able to manage your process, that means it's like you want to check. Maybe you have realized that your OS or your Linux is kind of getting slow, and you want to check what are some of the processes which are running inside your OS or inside your system. So that is the idea behind coming up or being able to see how you can either stop a process, or we normally talk of killing a process within your Linux OS. So the first thing is to see how we can list, or how we can list those processes. So let me just open my terminal here. Click on or you open the terminal. And everything we are going to, or will be using the command line interface to check the processes running inside our system. So for you to check, or for you to list all processes which are running within your system, there are different programs or different commands which you can run in your terminal, which will output all processes running in your machine. So one of the command is known as PS. So the command itself is PS, but there are some options which go hand in hand with the command PS. If you just type PS and then enter, you'll get some few processes which you have just started at that moment in your terminal. But if you had some options, so before I even run those options, I need to make sure I obtain the super user or the root privileges. And for me to obtain the root privileges, I need to type sudo su like that. Then you type your password. So after obtaining the super user privileges, that means I can completely run any command within my Linux. So now I want to use those options plus the command PS, and these options include, so if you type PS-H, you'll be able to see so many options which go with the command PS, or you just type man PS. You'll be able to obtain the manual pages for your PS command. So you can go through all those options there and check the usage for those options. So we are going to use very few options which include, so PS here, AUX. So the moment you type PS AUX, you are going to see, or your PS is going to display some of the processes running within your system plus the PID. So as you can see, we have the column showing the user whom has started that process. We have the process ID. So we are interested with this CPU usage and memory usage. That is the most important thing, what we are interested with at this point. And even the command which is running, as you can see, the hand here, we have the command or the program which was started. So that is where the issue of troubleshooting comes in. So if you realize that there is a process consuming much of your CPU, much of your memory, that is when you go ahead and decide to kill that process. And as you'll observe, for you to kill the process, you need the PID here, or the process ID. So that is one way you can list the processes running within your Linux operating system. Now, I want to perform a very simple task here, whereby I'm going to start one of the processes. And in this case, I'm going to start a text editor known as Nano. So let me clear the screen first, and then I start. The moment you start the text editor, it's a process which you start a program which you have started, and then when you run PSAUX, you are supposed to see that process running inside your PC or inside your Linux. So let me just start the text editor nano, or I can just start Pluma. We have a text editor in Linux known as Pluma. So if you type Pluma, as you can see, I've started my Pluma, and it's right being displayed there. So now, if I open a new tab, click on File, and then open new tab, then I run sudo su to obtain the root user privileges. So if I perform, or if I run ps again, aux, I should be able to see all processes running within my parrot, or within my Linux Pluma included. So if you check very keenly, you should be able to see Pluma running right there. So because I've seen, or my Pluma is right now running, I can decide to kill that process. I can decide to kill that process. There are different signals, as we will be covering later in the class. There are different signals which you can send to a certain process, either to terminate completely, to just pause, things like that. But now I just want to show you how you can send a default kill signal, which will completely terminate the process which you want to stop or either terminate in your Linux operating system. And as they indicated, we need to, first of all, identify the process ID for that particular process which you want to kill, and is in our second column there. So if you check very keenly, the process ID for my Pluma is 3094. So here, what I'll do, I just type the command kill space, then the process ID, which is 3094. The only thing I want to emphasize is make sure you kill a process which you are sure about. You can kill a process, and maybe that process is required by your operating system for it to run. So you need, first of all, to perform some research before you kill, or based on the process which you want to kill it. That is, before you go ahead and terminate or kill the process. So kill a process which you are sure of. Sorry. So after that, now we can enter to kill or to terminate that process. So as you have observed, that after I pressed the enter key, the Pluma text editor was completely terminated, and that is the reason as to why you can't see that process right here. So now, as I said earlier, there is also some other commands which you can use to display processes running within your operating or within your Linux operating system. And these other commands, or these other programs, include top command. Top command. So if you type top, you should be able to see processes which are running within your parrot or within your Linux operating system, giving out the same information. Here we have something known as priority or nice options there, as you can see, and we'll be addressing what we mean by nice and priority later in a different tutorial. So now I just want to show you, or I wanted us we know how we get an idea of how you can start a process, or how you can check all processes which are running within your Linux operating system, and also at the same time how you can stop them. So that is top command, is also the good thing with top command. It shows you, it refreshes the processes as you also, or the more the processes are being started, top command is able to display them as the programs are being started. And that is the reason as to why, as you can see, is refreshing. It's refreshing those processes. Now, apart from top command, we also have another very important command or program known as HTOP. HTOP. So let me just stop this. Let me stop the top command and clear the screen and then type HTOP, then enter. So you see HTOP is much better because there is a lot of stuff you can do with HTOP. There is a lot of information. If I may maximize my screen, there is a lot of information you can get from the HTOP command. It's far much better than the PS and also the top command. So I prefer, as per me, I prefer HTOP command. The reason being, you can perform a filter, you can sort, you can change the nice value. As I said, we will be talking about nice, and even you can kill at the same time. So like if you want to filter, let's assume you want to filter, I'll just go ahead here and start Apache. There is a process web server known as Apache within our Parrot. So that is what I want to start right now. Service Apache 2 start. Service Apache 2 start. So I've started my Apache service, and that is what I'm expecting from the HTOP. I'm expecting HTOP to show me to indicate that I have started Apache 2 with the time, because it refreshes just as the top command. HTOP also refreshes processes as they come up. So if I want to filter, or if I want to check whether Apache is running, I'll just press F4 key. I'll just press F4. Or you can just click on F4, and then you'll be required to choose how you want to, or how you want to filter. So here you type Apache, just type the Apache or what you are looking for. So if you are looking for a different thing, you just type whatever you are looking for, or the process which you are trying to find out whether it's running in your machine. So as you can see, for me, I'm trying to filter. The reason being, I've started Apache. So I want to check whether really my Apache is running. And as you can see, I'm getting some information related to Apache. You can also start Pluma. Let me also start Pluma and then filter to see whether I'll be able to get, or to see whether Pluma or the text editor Pluma is running within my PC. So let me go back to this tab and then type Pluma, then enter. So my Pluma is running. Let me go to HTOP and see whether the Pluma is running. So I'll just type Pluma at this point. And as you can see, I have my Pluma running, right there. So you can press escape to clear the filter, and then let's assume you want to kill. I can also kill any process using the F9. So you can press or click on F9, or you just click on kill there. And then from there, you can select the process which you want to kill, and select the process which you want to kill. So let's assume I want to kill I want to kill plumber. So I'll try to find out or to find the process plumber from the results which I have here. And then after that, I just go ahead and I send the signal, that is kill signal. So if you want to kill any process, you just click on the process and then send. As you can see now, it's telling me whether I want to kill plumber here. So if I want to kill, I just click on send, and that process will be completely terminated. That process will be terminated completely. So those are some of the different tasks which you can perform using the HTOP command. You can also search. You can also choose the word or the option for searching, whether you want to find out a specific process, whether that process is running. That you can also do using the HTOP. You can also sort by, if you want to sort by the process ID, the user priority, nice, others. You can sort your processes using that option for sorting. You can also click on F9 or tree option, and then the processes will be arranged based on which processes depend, or which process depends on which other, or the way each process depends with each other. So that is the reason as to why you can see we have a tree format right there. Another thing, the good thing with HTOP is it tells you how your CPU and memory usage is being undertaken at that particular moment. So as you can see in form of percentage, it displayed half there. It displays half the CPU usage and also the memory usage. So basically, those are some of the 3 commands which you can use to perform or to manage processes within your Linux operating system. So in the coming tutorial, I'll be showing you how to filter processes using grep command. I'll be showing you how to filter processes using the grep command. So keep tuned, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share the videos. Thank you.